having a space dedicated to mental health and overall your well-being as a human being.
I have anxiety sometimes, and I get real fast. I get jittery at a point where it's like, when I came here, it taught me just to chill out, relax, think about what you're doing before you do it.
Without this space, I feel like my life would be so much different.
All right, welcome back to the Morning Wrap. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. And in 2021, more than 48,000 people died by suicide in the U.S. That's one death every 11 minutes. So joining me right now is Lee Johnson and Dustin Young, founders of Our Own. They're here to talk about a new wellness space for students. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us. Yeah,
This is an extremely important topic. So first, let's just talk about the organization. How did it come about?
So we started in 2018 with this whole idea of you can't be what you can't see. And it really was creating programming that really empowered our kids in a way that was consistent. And I think that that's where we saw that there were a lot of things out there. Like there's a lot of great moments, but how do you keep, like how do you truly build up a community? And it's through consistency. So through all of the stuff that we've done specifically in the realm of health and wellness, we really tried to make a consistent impact with all of our students.
So what's some of the feedback that you've gotten from the kids? I mean, I know we heard some sound bites in that piece there, but you're working with parents to give them a heads up on warning signs, or, you know, we're working with students with this wellness center. So what has it been like?
Yeah, I would say like the feedback has been great. At first, you know, we get calls from like the teachers, stuff like, hey, I don't know if the kids gonna be receptive to this, but the moment the kids have walked into the space, they have been extremely receptive. But also, I think the main thing was the kids are saying like, we're being heard. You guys are actually listening to what we want, and I think that's the most important thing. Sometimes we still have this mindset that kids should be seen and not heard. So when you actually listen and actually pay attention, you actually can provide something that's actually beneficial for them.
Yeah. What are some of the warning signs that parents should be aware of?
I think that for each kid, things kind of varies. But I think one of the things that we've seen a lot is where kids aren't able to use their words. And when we talk about that a lot, with all of the things that we do, and specifically within our spaces, our goal is to get kids to be still and learn how to use their words. And I think when you are looking at how the kids are trying to communicate, or in a lot of cases that they're not, those things are like the signs that can kind of be able to kind of get it in your mind of, okay, maybe I need to like tap in with my kid in like a different way. And then also realizing it that there's so many ways to really like dive in and to dive in and to really kind of break that barrier. Kind of one of the things that we like to tell parents is like, just start with the things that you already do that you enjoy and try to do more of that. One of the things that we found that's been very, very kind of cool to do is around art therapy. So we just take the kids, we have them sit with their parents, and they just color, and it just becomes a whole kind of like a 30-minute music vibe, where at the end of the day, now it's like, what did you make? How does this impact you? And then it starts a conversation.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I would say one other thing too is just like the understanding of we all have access to this one thing, right? And this is breath. Like, how do you breathe intentionally? How do we teach parents about like techniques like box breathing or something like that? So we have our practitioners come in to work with the students, but also work with the parents. Like, these are things you could do at home to be more intentional with breath, which allows you to be calm, be still, and help self-regulate.
This is great. You guys, we already ran out of time, but this is such an amazing organization. We're going to put everything up on our website.
Absolutely.
We're going to link it to you guys in case people are interested in finding more information, getting some tips, or also possibly, you know, having their kids take part in some of this. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. And you can check all that out at kcalnews.com/themorningwrap.